Breaking. Falcons planning to release Darnell Mooney. What this really means.
My savages! MONEYMANE and the thing of a T and playing no games. Should I already know my name when I speak in CC Flame. Got my YouTube poppin', man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know MONEYMANE. MONEYMANE. You already know my savages.
Welcome back, my savages, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friends about the Dirty Bird Savages. MONEYMANE right here, and I had already told y'all this was coming, man. I had made a video 2 weeks ago about a $52 million cap that I had created for the Atlanta Falcons. This the video right here, man. The $52 million Falcons off season. No one is talking about. I created this video right here 2 weeks ago, and one of the moves is exactly what this video is about: releasing Darnell Mooney and then creating touch Kirk Cousins. Yet now the next move we about to do is Darnell Mooney, man. He got 1 year left on his contract at $11.9 million, but we're gonna go ahead and just straight out release and take a dead cap of that $11 million right now, man. Darnell Mooney, I don't really think he got a place in Kevin Stefanski offense because he got a lot of closed sets and making that much money, and they got to extend Drake London and eventually Bijan Robinson. I don't see it. We're releasing Darnell Mooney, man. We jumped up to $57 million, and there it is right there, man. Y'all see what I said? I told y'all it was coming. Darnell Mooney was making too much money for the Falcons to keep him on the roster, and especially with them got to extend Drake London and Bijan Robinson eventually, man. It just made more sense to go ahead and get rid of Darnell Mooney. So now the Falcons only got 2 receivers on the roster. The Atlanta Falcons only got 2 receivers on the roster right now. Drake London and Casey Washington will be the only contracted receivers left on the Falcons roster following Darnell Mooney reported release. Complete overhaul for a room that already had depth issues in 2025. Fresh slate for Cunningham, Kevin Stefanski. I'm telling you right now, I see with Darnell Mooney getting released, I know it was to save some money in the cap, and he was getting paid way too much money for the production, even though I think he was a decent receiver. I ain't saying he was a receiver 1 or receiver 2, but for what the offense was with the last coaching staff, he was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He had over 1,000 yards in 2 years and 6 touchdowns. So I think the production wasn't matching up to the contract for where he was about to get paid, like $12 million this year. So they went ahead and released him. And like I said, I had already predicted and seen that coming. But with that being said, releasing Darnell Mooney, I think the Falcons going to be looking probably in free agency for some receivers because they ain't got them with 5 draft picks. But I do expect them to draft a receiver at some point because this draft this year is deep with receivers, and they can get a decent receiver in the later rounds. And we're going to do a little mock draft later on with the Falcons. But for right now, I think the Falcons might go and get a receiver in free agency. Now, I don't know who exactly is. I don't know how much they willing to spend to get a receiver to pair with Drake London because that's what they really need to do. Drake London needs a partner on the other side to take some of that pressure off, and maybe he can sell to that top-tier receiver that maybe he can sell to. I still got question marks on Drake London. That's just my opinion, though. But you know what I'm saying? But I think this open up I think this open up a new space for these young receivers to come in. Maybe they draft 1 or 2. I don't know what they're going to do with these 5 picks. But like I said, we're going to see what type of GM Ian Cunningham is based off the moves he's making this offseason and in the draft. Now, it is said that Ian Cunningham, when he was at Chicago, they had 5 draft picks, and they ended up the draft with 10. So he might trade back. And if Ian Cunningham trade back, that he trade that number 2, that he trade that second-round pick that they got to create more draft picks in the 3rd round or later rounds, I can see them taking a receiver or multiple receivers if they get multiple picks from that 2nd round, from that 1 second round. And how many ever draft picks? I don't know if the Falcons are going to get 10 like the Chicago did. I don't know what all the Chicago did to get from 5 to 10 picks, but I'm expecting the Falcons might trade back, but we don't know they board. We don't know who they really targeting right now, but I know a receiver should be in the mix in this draft, if not free agency. I know this is a short video, man, but I still need y'all to like, subscribe, and share, and tell you Dirty Bird Savages. I still need y'all to like, subscribe, and share, and tell your friends about the Dirty Bird Savages, man. We hitting that. We pushing towards 1,000, and when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a Bijan Robinson jersey. And I'm telling you, man, I done did it on my other channel already. I done gave away about 5 Shadua Santa jerseys on my other channel. So this Dirty Bird Savage, I'm going to do the same thing with the Atlanta Falcons. And you know they're coming out with new jerseys, so it's going to be definitely next month, sometime next month after the new jersey get released. One of y'all out of 1,000 subscribers plus that I get on this channel will be a lucky winner of a Bijan Robinson jersey. But don't forget, like I said, I had already predicted this Darnell Mooney release. So if you want to take a look at the full video, the Atlanta Falcons $52 million offseason, ain't nobody talking about where I created $52 million of cap space for the Atlanta Falcons. Maybe Ian Cunningham done watched my video and he done came up with it, and that's the first domino to fall. Well, the second domino to fall, because the first one is Kirk Cousins. We know he will be getting released, and that ain't a release Darnell Mooney, and probably some other moves that I had predicted that's on that video that y'all need to take a look at might actually happen too, man. But appreciate y'all. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share, and tell your friend about them Dirty Bird Savages. Y'all already know what time it is.
My savages! MONEYMANE and the thing of a T and playing no games. Should already know my name when I speak NCC flame. Got my YouTube poppin', man. Like, subscribe, and everything in between. You already know MONEYMANE. You already know.